Can you guys see me okay? It's very blurry on my end. Ooh, is it the camera or is it the internet? Can you guys see me okay? Let me know. It's kind of, I don't know. I got a lot of stripes in my camera. Maybe it's the camera that's starting to get old. Is that better? That's better. Got a wiggle on the little electronic thing. Hi, Iwana. How's it going? Let me know if you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay. Just want to make sure we have a good connection. How's everybody doing today? All right. Hi, Sydney. Thank you. Hi, Linda. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Jersey. Hello. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the post, and I hope the people who signed up for the angelic tier enjoyed the guided meditation to help you with your ascension symptoms. Hopefully, it will be useful for you all as we're moving into the next year, the last and final stage of completion when it comes to ascension, or at least that's what they've told me. They better be right? Of course, they always say everybody at its own pace, so who knows? Hi, guys. So happy that y'all here. And I hope the holiday stress doesn't get too much for y'all. Some people really get frustrated around this time. I've been a little frustrated because I really wanted to start writing on the book or putting the book together. It's already written itself, really, but I have to try and put it together. And I really want to channel something new that hasn't been done yet either. So I might put in my Mary Magdalene interview. I might channel her instead of channeling her. I might channel her like I normally do and put that into the book. It's just something I've been playing with. All right, let's get started. Let's start with you, Iwana. Let's get you a card. Smolinska. I hope I say that right. Oh, which one? Oh, they're drawing me to this one. All right. Thank you, Johanna. Connection is okay. All right. Let's hope it stays that way. I haven't even tapped into Spirit to ask about the predictions for next year. It's been so kind of crazy busy. I will try and do that as soon as I can. It looks like the one prediction that I made is starting to unfold. I don't know if it's going to unfold completely this year, but I believe I'd have to go back and reread the predictions. But I believe there was a prediction in there that said that the Pope might resign or transition. And my mom just recently told me that apparently he's not doing very well. So it looks like that prediction might still come true this year or at the beginning of next year. I didn't even know he had problems. I don't follow that stuff. I don't follow the Pope. Don't even know who it is, actually. I don't look at the news, so I don't know what he looks like. But anyway, my mom was saying, hey, didn't you predict something about the Pope? I was like, yeah, I think he was going to transpire or he was going to resign because of illness. And she said, oh, he's not doing very well. And the thing is, somebody's supposed to replace him. Somebody's supposed to replace him, and they're gonna like totally fuck things up for the church. It's gonna go all downhill after that one. Third eye activation, Iwona. Third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, clear seeing. You wanted to know something about next year. It sounds to me like, or at least that's what it feels like for you, Iwona. Next year is all about receiving that clarity that you've been longing for so long, because you've been on this spiritual journey for quite some time. And although you've absorbed and remembered a lot of wisdom over the many, many years, a lot of things about your own personal journey have always still remained unanswered. And it's almost like next year is all about clarity. It's all about understanding and becoming. It's like understanding and becoming the wisdom. And in doing so, life becomes easy. Life becomes easier to accept, easier to walk through. It just feels ease. I feel being at ease. That's what 2024 is all about for you. It's about understanding and seeing clearly, more clearly than ever before, because now it's all about your wisdom and your knowledge, and you comprehend it, but you haven't been able to feel in that human body what you know to be true. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So it's really about next year, you're going to become your truth. You're going to become the answers that you've always been seeking. And it's going to become who you are, therefore creating more clarity and direction as you continue this path, this physical experience into the new world, in a way, if you want to look at it that way. So that's what 2024 is all about for you. All right. I hope that helps. Let's see. Dawn. Hi, Dawn. I'm being drawn to your name. Let's get a card for Dawn. Hi. Hello, everybody. A change in politics over here. I hope for the good. In what country is that? Prediction, yeah. A change of politics. You know, politics will always change. It's never going to fix anything. We're the answer, not the politics. Don't count on it. Don't participate in it. It's not going to change. Politics are predetermined by the cabal. There's nothing. They're never going to help. It's just not going to happen. Doesn't matter who it is. Find the answers. You're the solution. Every single one of us are the solution, not politics. Dawn. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Dawn. They're just basically saying, be very aware, become very conscious about how you're trying to manifest, how you're trying to create your journey, because it's all about acknowledging that what you seek, you already have. It's already part of you. It's already in connection to you before you can experience it into the physical realm. Right now, there's still too much pleading and begging in a way. They just keep showing me you constantly asking for assistance outwards and hoping that somewhere out there the assistance will come towards you. But you need to understand that this is your reality, and spirit works through you, not They don't fling things at you from a distance. There is no distance. Your spiritual team, your higher self, everything is within your energetic field and connected to your inner energy field. Therefore, when we want to manifest something, when we want to see something come into fruition, come into our physical reality, we have to express gratitude as if we have already received, as if we um, have had it handed over to us already, because by acknowledging that it already exists and that it is already in your reality, the universe responds and gives exactly that. If you're constantly asking and you have the feeling that, oh, well, it's not here yet, but one day it'll come, then it's never going to show up, because you're always asking with the vibration that it's always far away from you, that it's always removed from you. And so the universe will give you that. Yes, it is. It's out there somewhere in the future, and it will continue to give you that. See, doesn't the universe gives you everything you ask in the way that you're asking it. Okay? It is like a genie out of a bottle that'll give you everything you ask. But how you ask is the energy that you emit on an emotional level, not here. Here, okay? The heart chakra is what manifests into reality. This is just a little tool to help you come up with the feelings of already having it. But this does not manifest. This manifests. So that means that a good prayer is expressing gratitude. Thank you for bringing me that job that's really going to lighten up my day every day, that's going to make me feel accomplished. Thank you for providing financial comfort so I no longer feel stressed all the time. Thank you for thank you for this relationship, for example, that is based on respect, love, and understanding. Whatever it is you want, you express it. You express gratitude because you're the one creating it. You're the one manifesting it. It is from that thank you, from that gratitude frequency, that you acknowledge that you've already received it, and therefore the universe will give you, yeah, you received it. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. So be very aware, Dawn, of how you manifest things. And we manifest every minute of every day. And we don't know it because we're not always aware of every minute of every energy minute that we're sending out. We're not consciously aware of it. And we think that it's in those few moments where we actually sit down and focus on what we want to manifest, that's what that's the only time we're manifesting. Every feeling, every thought with every second in your journey emits a signal, a vibration, a frequency that will be sent back to you. The universe matches your frequency. If you always think one day I'm going to get famous, guess what? It's never going to happen, because the universe is always going to give you one day, one day, one day, and that one day will never show up because you never said to, I already have it. The universe matches your frequency. It always says you're right. Yeah, one day, one day, one day. And so you're always postponing it because you're not sending out the right vibration. You're asking in the wrong way. You're manifesting from a wrong place. And so for everybody, it is super important to become that's why mindfulness is so important, to be consciously aware of everything you feel during your day, everything you send out thought wise, verbal. All the words you say, you speak, have frequency, have manifestation powers. If you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you go, I'm this, I'm that, I'm not good enough. Well, guess what? The universe will send you things, experiences that will prove to you that, yeah, you're not worthy. You're not this. Not because the universe wants to hurt you, but simply because the universe sends back to you what you send out to the universe. It's as simple as that. So become very aware, Dawn. That seems to be the message for you. And if you can do that, if you can really master becoming consciously aware of every feeling, and if you see that a feeling is incorrect or not reflective of what you truly desire, then instantly change it. Become aware of it and go, oops, nope, that's not it. And change it. Change the vibration, change the frequency, change what you're saying or feeling or thinking. Okay? It's about catching yourself in the act and transforming it in the right way. And that way you, in a way, reprogram your mind, your heart to send out things that actually will help you instead of, in a way, postponing what it is that you really want to attract. Okay. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's what I'm getting. Okay. Elisa. Elisa, you wanted to know if I remember correctly. I just looked at the questions. Something about money and it wasn't going through, or the transfer wasn't going through. Something about that, I believe. I don't know if I'll get an answer, but I will see what I receive. Let me write it down. Oh, Eric's here. He's flickering my nose. Giving everybody his love. Ooh. Oh, hold on. It's on the floor. Oh, oh Lord. Love where you are. Okay, this is a new card. I've never seen this one before. Isn't that fun? There's so many cards I haven't seen yet. Use your sensitivity to know when to act. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. Okay. Hmm. It's almost like the money that you're sending to the person that you're sending it to will not be used in the most beneficial way to that person. So it's almost like in some way or form the universe is preventing that transfer or giving you the signal that maybe you need to send a different kind of gift. Maybe you need to send it in a different way or through, for example, like a gift card of a store or whatever. They're just kind of making me feel like, look, uh, you're trying to gift it. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but it's like this is the same thing as that, but this on the inside it's a different color. So what appears on the outside is not what's going on the inside. So it's almost like giving that person money, and the way that you're giving it in some way or form is not going to be good or beneficial for that person. So try and gift it in a different way or a different form so it cannot be used for things that might not be um, good. I don't know, that might not be beneficial for them. They're not giving me the reason why though. So I don't know if somebody's going to rob their home or and take the money, or I don't know. I don't really understand. They're not giving me that. They're just saying you need to gift it in a different way. That's why the universe is preventing it. Because what you think you know about the person or who you think that person is, there's something that's going on that you're not aware of, something that they're keeping a secret. And it's going to come to light next year. But at this time, it's not been revealed yet. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I'm getting. Hope that helps. Oh, you're welcome, Dawn. You're welcome. I like my name, only people have problems to pronounce. Yeah, I probably didn't say it right. Gersi. Is it Gersi? Gersi Krukowski? Or is it Jersey? Depends how you, I mean, you could say it in so many different ways. Jersey, Jersey. Depends. All right. It makes sense. Okay. Or I'm glad it makes sense. Sometimes we don't always know why things are blocked, but there's always a reason. And they're just making me feel like this is a very important reason. There's something about the form that you're giving it in that is going to lead to something more negative. And it might be, something you might not know, but it's like there's kind of going, trust us. Trust us. Gift it in a different way. Yetzi. Yetzi? Yetzi? I don't know. I don't know how to say it. All right. Let's see. CX Turbo. I forgot the name. Sorry. From Holland. I forgot to get myself a drink. Gerald, can you bring me some water? Thank you. Great. I'm going to go for these. Not important. How about I call you Jay-Z? Either way, I love you. I love you. CX Turbo 100. Is it Raymond? Is that Raymond? I could be wrong. I have a hard time remembering things, which apparently I've just recently been looking into people like me who have a dyslexic mind, because I can read just fine. Just don't ask me what I read. I can't absorb the information when I read. And I've just figured out that apparently, thank you. Thank you. Say hi to everybody. Look, it's Santa Claus. Thank you, babe. I've just found out that apparently people who have dyslexia really have a hard time with short-term memory. So I did not know that. I just found that out. I was never diagnosed with dyslexia because I could read just fine, and nobody ever wondered why I had such a hard time remembering things. I always knew there was something wrong because I just couldn't read a book. I couldn't. That's why writing this book to me is already, if I can achieve that, that's like a hell of an accomplishment. It's a good thing that when I channel, I don't have problems when I channel, but when I have to write something myself, oh my God, I get so anxious about stuff. I have to reread it like 20,000 times because I'm afraid that I wrote something wrong or didn't write it right. Isn't that funny? When I channel, no problemo, because it's not me doing the writing. Raymond, yes, okay. Look at that. Love, Raymond, love. We love you. We love you, Raymond. Relationships and harmony. Relationships and harmony. What am I getting for you? It's almost like you're still in your energetic field. You're still holding on to certain lower vibrational energies from the past. That's kind of what I'm feeling. and you think that you've healed it all and you think that you've balanced it out. But when a certain relationship or a certain person comes to mind, you're still experiencing the negative feelings that are linked to that person. And this feels from a long time ago. So it's almost like they're saying, just embrace it with love and try and get to a point where you can think of that person or that relationship and smile with it. Just see the beauty that was there, see the opportunities that were being offered, because once you get that last bit of information released, then it's almost like your spiritual evolution is going to go into this kind of fast mode, into this, it's going to be catapulted forward. And it's just certain things that you're still holding on to, although you've convinced yourself that you're okay with it. But your emotional response, your intellectual understanding is saying, yes, everything happened for a reason. You've accepted that on an intellectual level, but the emotional response is still one of, it's either regret or it just almost feels like resentment. It's not hate, it's not that strong. It feels more like resentment. And this could be family, this could be a family member. It feels like a male energy. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting. Does that kind of make sense? Don't know if that makes any sense, but it's almost like if you could let that go and just, um, again, it's about feeling it. It's not about understanding it. It's really about changing the emotional response when thinking of past relationship or ships. Could be multiple, I don't know. But it just feels like there's something in your past that happened that was not okay. And although you've dealt with it on an intellectual level, you've given it meaning, you've given it purpose, the emotional response is still very much a lower vibrational one. Okay? So see if you can figure out what that is, because once you transcend that, that's when everything is going to go into a really kind of like they're showing me like a race car. You're just going to be catapulted forward. Okay? I hope that helps, Raymond. All right. Sandra V, you want to get more clarity about making a decision to move my 92-year-old parents to Florida, a channeling transition to move them closer to you. Was that the idea? This one. Okay. They're very much stuck in their routines, though. They don't like change very much. So there is going to be protest. I feel like there's going to be protest. And there might be protest from other family members. I just feel protest. Oop. Protect your dreams. I feel like we need another one. We went through that already. I just see this, how I see protests in my head, pitchforks, people with pitchforks, rah, and like a fire flamey thing. I always think of the Shrek movie, the first one, when they're like, ah, and he just goes boo, and they run off. That's what I see. That's my protest sign, is just that. and come together. Oh, sorry, I forgot to show you. Come together and protect your dreams. Protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them, and then come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team can help get the job done. So the thing that I'm receiving is that, your feeling, your intuition that is telling you to do this is good, is spot on. So the decision to move them is actually what it will be most beneficial to them. What you're dealing with are kind of, there's a lot of stubbornness going on. There's a lot of, uh, not everybody's on the same page. Not everybody agrees with you, but it's almost like you need to um, team up with those who are supportive of your idea and work together. But it's almost like you need to, what is it that I'm getting? I get this feeling of forcing it a bit, right? And this might not be pleasant, but it's almost like making the transitioning to a new place will be fought. But once established, then the gratitude and the praises will flow after that. It's almost like once they see where they are and how it is and all of that, right? Once they get settled in and whatever, um, that's when they're going to go, "You were right." That's where, but you're gonna have to go through this kind of, it's almost like you have to force it a bit. You're really gonna have to convince people to help you, to assist you, and there might be people who are on the same page as you. But it's about working together to make this happen and to like make it happen. Don't wait until everybody's on board, because if you do that, it's not going to happen, is what they're saying. You know, I keep seeing this. She's holding her heart. She knows that's you. You know that this is the right thing to do. Your gut is telling you. You can feel it deep within you that this is the right choice, right? Um, and you need to hold on to it. Don't let anybody try and push you away from this. You need to push through, and you need to kind of find people that can help with convincing them or whatever, or making things work, because it's going to be a great big, they're showing me this is like a big undertaking, and the energies of next year will be more supportive to do that. So I don't know if you want to do this still before the end of the year. They don't recommend that, but it will happen next year when a lot of things will start changing next year, and it'll just seem more and more supported as things are changing. I don't know if that makes any sense. Where do they live now? Can I ask you that? But it's almost, because I almost feel like next year, something wherever they are living, the state they're living in, they're gonna come up with some crazy ass shit. And they're gonna be like, okay, we're going Chicago. Okay, where my husband's from. Okay. So it just feels like there's gonna be like a new law or a new rule, and they're just gonna something's gonna come up, and it's going to give that extra push, a new rule or a new, I don't know, something. They're gonna come up with some stupid ass thing, and people are gonna be like, "What?" A lot of protests gonna be against it, and it's just gonna give that extra oomph that moving to another place is going to be better for them. Does that kind of make sense at all? Okay. Okay. Does that kind of make sense? It just feels like whatever's going to happen is not going to happen this year. Okay. It's going to happen next year. But you need to hold on to it because your intuition is right. You're spot on. All right. You're spot on. Okay. But just know that more and more people are going to start moving forward into the same direction as what you're saying. and it's that teamwork that's going to get it done. I'm looking for January. Maybe. I think it might be a little bit later. It might be February. I think February or March. You'll see. Just let it flow. Let it flow, okay? But it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Sydney Randall. Sydney. Let's get you a card. Sydney. This one. Oh, nope. Oh, I love you too. I love all y'all. Because you know what? You're all part of me and I'm part of you. That's why I love you so much. I'm just joking. Well, I'm not actually. Oh, Lord. That's that ego talking, right? Boom. Oh, crap. I fell again. Why do they keep doing that? My back is so stiff today. Sydney, what do we get here? School card. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Peace in the world. It's kind of weird, but for some reason, when I look at this card, I'm seeing it backward, like upside down. And this is like storm and like lightning for some reason. So I don't know if you kind of feel like you're going through the storm, trying to find that eye of the storm where everything is more peaceful. But I feel like that's how you're feeling right now in the world. Like you're looking around and it's just the world's just not connecting with you anymore, and it's making you feel alone, and it's making you feel lost, and it's making you doubtful about your career, about everything basically. Even doubtful about where you live. I almost feel like your heart is even questioning whether or not she should move. And the answer to that is almost like a yes. I do feel like there's going to be a relocation. I don't know when, but I do feel like eventually your soul will no longer be able to. I don't know, you're not matching the vibrations of your surroundings. You're completely on a different level. And although you really enjoy where you live, it just feels to me like, you're going to notice that your energetically, you're going to be more and more pushed out of that space. I feel like next year is all about, there's going to be changes, but actually for the better. And I know it's going to be scary, but don't be afraid. The universe knows what it's doing, and it's going to guide you in the right direction. Because you're not seeing the success, the accomplishments, the abundance that you had hoped to see by now. And it's simply because the surrounding area does not support your vibration, your high, almost fifth dimensional vibration. You're living in a very low, dense vibrational space where a lot of people are in a negative mindset. And you're trying to connect to people. You're trying to work with people. You're trying to connect with people. You're trying to surround yourself with people who are more at your level of vibration. And it's just not where you are. I don't know if that makes any sense. But that's what I'm getting. You're in this kind of storm right now, and you're trying to find peace and abundance and joy. And it's just not supported by the environment that you currently live in. So I believe there might come a time where you will relocate when you get the courage to do so. And it will be beneficial not only for yourself, but also for your career, for a lot of different things. And you may not think about it that way at this time, but there comes a time where everything will become clear. And it's definitely next year where that clarity is going to come in. But big changes I see for you, as you will establish yourself in a higher frequency of existence. You're also going to adjust your environment to that new frequency. Okay. I hope that helps. Okay. Not always what we want to hear, but that's what I'm getting. Andy Nelson. Let's give Andy a card. Andy. It's okay. Ego is part of the self, too. True. It's part of the human incarnation. We got to love everybody as much as we love ourselves. The problem is, usually love other people more than we do ourselves. And then there's no balance. Hello. Whoop. Oh my God, fell again. This is not funny, guys. This one flew all the way in the back. This is for Andy. Obstacles are detours in the right direction, Andy. For some reason, I feel that that is spot on for you. I feel you're also lost. You were going in the right direction, or at least that's how it felt like for quite some time. And now it's like you're tired of putting in the effort. You're just tired of trying. And they're saying, just stop trying. just choose to be what you want to be. Just do it. Just stop trying to chase your happiness away. You're constantly chasing something, an idea, a belief, a feeling, a goal, whatever it is. You're always in a state of chasing it because you believe in some way or form. Your belief system is telling you that you first have to work hard at it before you can achieve it, and you don't. You just have to choose to become it. You just have to choose to be it. That's it. It's so easy, yet for some reason, for you, it seems very difficult to accomplish, to just be, because it's the way you've been programmed. It's the way you were raised. You got to work hard, and you got to do this, and you got to do that, and you got to educate yourself. And, you were taught that humans are stupid and we need to relearn everything. We have to learn everything and educate ourselves. And the truth of the matter is, you're an all-knowing soul. Your soul has all the answers. What we lack is the trust and the faith that we are all-knowing beings, and that all of the answers we are seeking can be accessed from within if only we allow ourselves to move into a frequency of that aligns with that belief. That's really what it's about. So they're kind of saying, stop chasing things. Just do it, become it, be it, it to the best of your ability. And then once you choose to become, to align, to be that which you are seeking, then you're going to notice that the universe will give you more and more and more that will align with that beingness. Okay? So if you're seeing obstacles, don't. They're just detours to help you where you're going. And the obstacles are created by us, not by the universe. The universe has no problem giving you exactly what you want, but it's us who send out the wrong signals. We're always chasing something. We're running after something. So stop running and just become it. Feel it now, here, today. Wake up, smile, happy. You woke up another day. Look at that. You got another day of creation and love and joy and physicality and food and drinks and beer and that's what we come down here for, so we can go to bars. I'm just kidding, but it's something you like to do, is what they're telling me. I don't go to bars actually. I don't like the energies in them, but it's something you do enjoy. So, and that's perfectly fine. Do you see what I'm trying to say? I hope that helps, Andy. But just know that every morning we wake up, we just came from the heavenly realms. Because that night you slept, you leave your body a little bit. You're still connected with the cord, but you kind of go and hang out over there. Then you wake up in the morning and you made it sure that you've forgotten everything you just did that night. So you need to see every morning as, what am I going to do today? What am I going to create today? What do I choose to experience today? How am I choosing to experience it? Um, Everything is in your power, Andy. So stop chasing something out there and just bring it into the now. Okay. I hope that helps. Sophie. Sophie Cartwright. You want a message from your husband who went home? Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Oh, they're doubting. They're doubting between two packs. Okay, maybe I need to. I'll get one of each. Okay, because they keep going back, forth, back, forth, back and forth between two packs. So I'm gonna get one card of each pack. Maybe that's what they want. This is for Sophie. Sophie Carpet. Boom. There's one. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. There's one, and then they wanted a card from this pack. Opa, there it is. Inner desires. Okay. It's a nice little sea snail. Set some intentions. You're entering a phase of plenty or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. What's the message? It's almost like he's trying to tell you the feeling that he's given me, that in some way or form you really leaned on him for a lot of things. He was kind of like your little pillar that kept everything stable and that made everything just a little bit easier. And it's like once that pillar of stability um, disappeared in some way or form, you really felt lost. You really felt like, what do I do now? That kind of thing. Like, it feels to me like he's saying you're really having a hard time making certain decisions in life because you feel like you don't have him there to help you decide whether or not that's a good thing to do or that's the right direction to move into. But he's saying that one, he's always there and giving you advice on an emotional level, and two, part of this journey, part of the desired experience after his transitioning was for you to become emotionally independent, to become an individual that became much more self-accomplished, that became fearless in the decision-making process of her life and the creative process of her life. And to just know and understand that you are always being guided, you are always being assisted, um, and that they're operating from behind the curtain. But ultimately, They want you, or at least your soul wanted to have the growth pattern of becoming more confident in following your gut, following your inner guidance, following your own heart, and not needing validation from an outsider. Um, Simply knowing and feeling into that knowing and then following that through. Okay? That's what I'm getting for you. I hope that helps, Sophie. But it seems to be very important for your future that you can rely on oneself 100% without questioning yourself. Okay? So I hope that helps. Let's see. Sydney says, yes, it makes so much sense. I've been living at home for almost a decade and have been trying to keep my head above water here. I can feel the abundance inside, but my environment doesn't match it. All right. You're welcome, sweetheart. Kia Toa. Hello, my love. Let's get you a card. This one. Sophie says that was perfect. Thank you. You are welcome, my love. Just know that he's with you. Okay? He's not going to abandon you. But it all starts with believing in oneself and one's abilities and one's intuitive abilities to make the right decisions. And only then things will open up and our abilities become more heightened and more sensitive and more clear. Okay? He feels like a good person. Sophie. Really a good, loving person. Not perfect, he says, but he tried. He tried his best. Oh, we got two. This is for Kia Toa. Kia Toa. These are the ones that jumped out. There we go. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me towards right-minded thinking and the energy of love. And the other one reads, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. What the universe is very clearly, like directly kind of like bam in my face is showing me is that your own belief system is keeping you trapped. It's keeping you in this kind of paralyzed state. In other words, it's almost like re-examine how you approach your own spirituality. Re-examine it. Because there's something that keeps you trapped. What is it? What is keeping her trapped? Okay, so there's a contradiction within your belief system. So it's almost like they're saying one part of you believes that everything happens as intended, that everything is an expression of yourself, that the outside world is mirroring back to you what you are sending out. On the one hand, part of you believes that. Yet on the other hand, your responses, the way you, how would I say it? The way you respond, the way you react to daily experiences in your life contradict that belief system. In other words, you still get angry at things that don't go your way, or you still get frustrated and annoyed with it, or what you express contradicts that belief system. Does that kind of make sense? So it's almost like, you're the wise owl. You have all the wisdom. This is an owl, and you have all the wisdom there. You have all the wisdom of the universe, but you're keeping yourself entrapped because what you know and what you do contradicts each other. so so it's really about aligning it. It's really about aligning your mind with your actions, with your words, with your thoughts, your feelings. And really, yeah, see, that's what it says. I mean, the universe is conspiring to bring me right-minded thinking and the energy of love. You know this. You know the universe is helping you, yet again, your human reactions and feelings and ideas do not always reflect that knowing. So, wish I knew how to align it. She says, um, it's really, again, there's the mindfulness that comes in. It's really about catching yourself in the act and then correcting it. You know, become very aware before you speak, before you express your thinking, your thoughts, your feelings. What am I thinking? First, observe it. Does that align with what I know to be true? Or is that just an ego, the human ego, in a panic, in a fear mode, you know, it's about standing still before you express something. And you're a very reactive person, is what they're saying. I could be wrong, but that's what they're saying. You're a person who's also very um, impulsive at times, and that's why it makes it so hard for you to stop and think before you know before you allow something to leave you. Does that make sense? And so it really is a journey for you to live life more directed, guided by you, the higher you, not the human ego you. um, For an example, I mean, just as an example, for example, the Dalai Lama, and that man is far from perfect, okay? Makes a lot of mistakes too. But he will think before he speaks. He will pause. And we live in a society that's like go, 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 rush, rush, rush. But you don't have to go with that tempo. Who says you have to follow that tempo? You have to follow your own tempo. So become that Buddhist monk. You know, think, observe your thoughts. And before you say anything or express anything or react, do those thoughts, are they really true? Do they align with I know to be true? Or are they just expressions of my fears, my insecurities, my doubts? And those are all illusionary. They don't exist because your soul is eternally powerful and secure within itself. There's no doubt in the higher realms. There's no self-loathing. There's no fear. This is a very human thing. Therefore, it's not a part of you. It's not who you are. It is just a product. It's a result from the duality that we create here. It doesn't have, as we evolve anyway as human beings, as we're going into the fifth dimension, all of that will start to slowly fade. We'll always have duality to some degree, but the amounts of fear and insecurities that were pumped into us and programmed into us, that's just what it is. It's a program. It's not you. You're fearless. That's who you are. You're a fearless entity, a fearless consciousness that doesn't fear anything. But our responses usually come from a program that was put into us from when we were a child. And so that's why sometimes we have to be very mindful. So I always recommend mindfulness training to everybody because it gives you such good tools to start living your life from a whole different rhythm, from a different part, a different perspective. It really helped me to look at things differently, to experience things differently. And we still go a little crazy from time to time because sometimes life, the human ego sneaks up on us, and that's okay. But I've learned to take things at a much slower pace, and other people are like, "How do you do it? And how do you live that way?" You just do. You just, this is who I am, accept it or not. Um, that's the message. I don't know. You're going to have to figure out, I mean, how to become more aware. of your responses and to think, observe, and ask yourself, is what I'm about to say, is what I'm about to feel, does that really align with the loving, all knowing, all accepting entity that I am? Does it align with the belief systems, with my knowings? Because belief systems are belief systems, but eventually those belief systems have to become knowings. You just have to stop questioning what you believe. Otherwise, it'll always be just an idea instead of it being truth to you. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Am I making any sense? I hope I'm making some sense. Sometimes I just go blah, 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 and it just kind of comes out. All right. Okay. I'm going to do one more card. Good luck, sweetheart. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I'm going to do one more group card, and then I'm going to close off for today. And we are going for these. All right. This is for everybody. As above, how do you say? As above, so below. Ooh, never seen that one before. Heaven and earth. It's very important, they say, at this time that you truly reflect back what you believe heaven on earth should feel like and would be like. In other words, really start to incorporate those feelings of what you believe heaven feels like and try and bring it into your daily experience, because now is the time where we permanently decide where we're going to reside. And so when we bring heaven onto earth, to the best of our ability, it's not going to be perfect, okay? They don't expect perfection, but it's about knowing in your heart that this is heaven on earth, if we choose it to be. It's about knowing that and holding on to those feelings, holding on to those thoughts, holding on to those knowings that this is already heaven on earth. And it's looking fantastic, because when we stay in that reality, then the reality around us will transform itself to align with that frequency that you're sending out, with what it is that you're sending out. The universe around you will realign and transform itself to match you, to match your vibration. Okay. And this is very important at this time, like we said, because you're going through the final stages of ascension. And if you can hold on to that belief, that knowing, that those feelings, those thoughts, and express them through your actions, your reactions, your words, your feelings, everything, then you'll see that within a couple of months, surely everything is going to start changing around you and will, in a way, ground you into that fifth dimensional plane as the parallel realities start to slowly but surely separate again at the end of next year. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's what I'm getting. As above, so below, because again, our temporary physical human reality is just an expression of our conscious mind. So if we stop participating in the things we do not wish, and we start to focus and invest energy and time and thoughts and emotions into the things we do want, then only those can truly start to manifest into our reality. So, it's about taking action. For example, And, you know, and this is just, just an example of what we can do to change our actions. For example, I do not um, agree with getting rid of physical money. That's what they want to do. That's what they've already agreed upon in Europe. I don't want that to happen because then they have full control over everybody. And so I've decided to only start paying in cash now. So I pay everything in cash now. Everything. And with every visit to uh, the register lady, I express why I'm paying only in cash. That this is part of my protest against a total digital currency. And that way I educate people and I give them the courage to do the same. And I do it in a very loving and a very polite way, but I do express why I do it so I can inspire others to do the same. For example, we don't want the cabal to continue to overpower us in any way or form. It's about stop buying items from those people who are part of it. I'm not going to name names, but you know what I'm saying. Those companies who are multi-billionaires and control, I mean, pretty much, a large amount of the economy. You might want to think twice before you invest money into them and maybe invest more into the small businesses, even if it's more expensive. It's about understanding that we can change the world by simply adjusting our actions. And they're very simple actions and very easy things to do, but people are so stuck in the routine or worried about, you know, um, cost of things. Um, if we don't support each other and take away the support to those companies who we know are part of the problem, because it's a better deal, then we're part of the problem too. Then we are just continuing to aid the existence of that which we don't want. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So take responsibility, become very aware of what you're doing, your actions, your reactions, how we talk to people. When you see a homeless person, what is the first thought that comes in? Oh, look at that bum. Is that the first thought? Or do you think, okay, poor person, maybe he needs help, or maybe this is his choice. This is his, some people like that freedom. But what we can do is say hello. Anything I can get you. Do you need a meal? Do you need a bath? Anything. Do you need to talk? You want to talk? You want to tell me your story? How did you get here? Is this something you want? Is this something you don't want? Give them a few minutes of your time and just see if there's anything you can do to assist. They might say no, they might say yes, and then see if you can assist them in that way. If not, then tell them at this time I can't provide that for you, but I can give you a hug if you want. you know, it's about adjusting how you react in life, what you choose to do in life, according to who you know you are. A loving, fearless, eternal, abundant soul that lives in a current reality where everything is a reflection of what you send out. So there's no need for fear. If you're in a state where you can't afford to feed your children, there's always help out there. But you need to be willing to ask for it and to look for it. There are always giving people. There are always people there that are going to be send your way to assist if you believe. If you understand that what you send out, you will receive. But when you choose to only see the negative and only focus on everything that is lacking, you will continue to see that lack. If you feel that everybody is just mean and selfish and out to get you, then that's what you'll feel and that's what you experience. You won't find those that are willing to give and help and assist. That's what we need to understand. If you just lost a job and you're in a state of panic, how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to do this? If you're going to stay in that state of panic, you are going to create more problems. But if you say, you know what, the universe just created space for me to find something else, and you really believe it truly deeply in your heart that God will take care of you, you will find a job. You will find something else that's going to sustain you. Some opportunity will find you. That's just how it is. But it's the knowing, the feeling that we're going to be okay. No matter what, we're going to be okay. That feeling needs to be created, needs to be felt on a daily basis, no matter what happens in the world. This is your world too. And this is how you choose to experience that world, is what you will see. So become very conscious about everything that you do, think, feel, send out, and hold on to the idea that this is heaven on earth. Because we can do so much here. The physicality allows us to experience things we can only dream of in the afterlife. That's why we choose to keep coming back. Even though there is suffering and there is all kinds of weird emotional experiences, we still choose to come back time after time. And then people say, you're forced, you're not. This is a free willed universe. You choose to come back because it's an adventure. So start treating your life as an adventure, a discovery of oneself through the experiences that you create and attract. But ultimately, you're in control. That's everything reflects back to you what you feel. So become very mindful of your feelings and what you're sending out, because that's what you will receive. Knowing is one thing. Understanding, having the wisdom, how things are, what the reality is one thing. But until you feel it and it becomes part of you, then those are just ideas. And ideas do not manifest. Knowings do. All right? So I hope this helps, guys. That's the message I'm getting for all of you. It's so important because the new year, for those who are awakened, will move into a very positive direction. For those who choosing to stay in the 3D, 4D vibration, they're going to see more negativity, unfortunately, because the 3D world is slowly but surely going to crumble. So choose which one you want to reside in. Feel it, create it, become it. All right. All right. Love you guys. I will see you guys after the holidays. Okay. I am going to spend some time with my family in Belgium as well. So lots of back and forth traveling. And just a lot of stuff to still to be done. But I will see you guys after the new year again for another live Patreon only session. And I will try and work on those predictions, but just know that predictions are just there to help us change the things that we don't like. Okay. And I will see you guys next time. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and whatever it is you celebrate. Kwanzaa. I don't know what else there is, but just enjoy yourself, enjoy your family, enjoy this beautiful planet, and your little fur babies as well. And just most of all, enjoy yourself. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Big kiss. Bye.